time when I was little, I went to Camp Echoey. It's a Girl Scout camp in North Georgia, right next to the old Saute store. It was wonderful. I went there for 6 weeks a year. I got very homesick the first year, but then after that I didn't get homesick. I think it was in 3-week groups. Oh, let's see. Part of the road goes that way and part of the road goes this way. And I think this is the way I went to go to my pond. Take me home, country road. Anyway, does anybody go to Camp Echoey anymore? Is it still a Girl Scout camp? Whatever happened to it? We should have a group of people that used to go to camp. I wouldn't know any of them, of course. You wouldn't know me. I only went there for a few years. I think I went 3 years, and we had horseback riding, and we had archery, and got a neat place in there. Anyway, it was kind of a cool place. I went to the provincial park last week, and I tell you, it was like going to a city. It was a forested suburbia. All these people with everything except their houses. They had their cars, they had tents, but they didn't have their houses. But it looked just like a city. On the right road. Looking like a normal place now. Who's been mowing this? When somebody mows it, it makes it look like somebody lives here, doesn't it? Maybe it's a snowmobile club. A gravel pit licensed under the... Anyway, I went in that provincial park, and as you walk along, you have to be careful, you know, you can't make lots of noise. You don't even need to bring a jackknife because you can't use it for anything. You can't whittle, you can't use any of the things that you find. I mean, you might as well just be in a museum. But I said to Willem, it was like being in a forested subdivision. All these poor people that had no houses. He says, oh, like a refugee camp. Yes, that's what it was like. So going to a provincial park is like going to a refugee camp. Do not expect to have a wilderness experience unless you go to a wilderness park. Then there will be wilderness experiences. But most of these parks are just transplanted city people. Very interesting. Well, out here somewhere is the lake I'm going to go kayaking in, the pond. I will show you when I find it. Okay? Okay. Goodbye.